Hello, everybody. I'm Debbie here. Welcome to the next episode of Chilling3000 Hangouts, number 127. Um, Today, here on this episode, we are doing an interview with AJ Black, the host of Locked On Boston College podcast. Um, so this will be a pretty good interview for you guys to enjoy. And after the interview is done, I will be having some guests here on the stream, which is going to be pretty good that I invited on. They'll come here around 6:30, 6:35-ish, depending on when this interview is done. Hello there, Blue. Not Blue's Clues, by the way, just the username Blue. Uh, Step back time, make it do anything that we want to do. Just don't steal anything from the archives. And we have Gianni and William. Hello. And let's begin the interview right now. Sally. Hello, everybody. I am Debbie here, and welcome to this interview with AJ Black. How are you doing, AJ?
Great. Thanks for having me on, David.
You're welcome. He is the host of, or one of the hosts of the College Locked On Boston College podcast that you can
hmm
see on your local podcast platforms, and of course on the Locked On Boston College YouTube page. Where if you're a fan of the Boston College team or just wanted to get into Boston College sports, just look look them up on YouTube or on your podcast platforms, and that's the right place for you because they do an episode every single day, and that's what it means. Locked on Boston College every day, and you'll be able to find good information on what's going on in Boston College because in college sports, we don't really get a lot of news of what's going on the college team unless if you really follow it every single day. Because it's not like the major leagues where you know exactly what's going on, like in ABA, the NHL, MLB. You know everything about the sport because ESPN or whatever network they post the news and really get into that sport. So I think with the big help of Locked On Sports Network is that for those who just wants to get the news of the team every day, they'll be able to get it from your platform. And
Yep.
I think that's what you have to say about that, AJ.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? So like Boston College I'm a graduate of BC,
Oh,
um,
nice.
and it's been a passion of mine for my whole life. I lived in Boston, and I've obviously liked the Red Sox and Celtics and Bruins and Patriots, but I always noticed there was no one ever talking about BC. So I wanted to give and do coverage and discussion that I felt BC deserved. So I do a podcast every single day. I write about it for 247 Sports. So if you like really in depth, I have a whole team of writers that we have covering Boston College in a way that I don't think anyone else does out there.
Yeah, I agree. And of course, they're both from Massachusetts, and congratulations on your graduate from Boston College. Um, and I want to ask you, would you like to tell us everybody about yourself on as for your Boston College podcast, and how did you join the Locked On Sports Network?
How did I get into it? Oh, so you know, I listened to Locked On Celtics. I was a big fan of that podcast, and
Oh yeah,
John Corrales is one of the best out there. And so I heard that, and that was like part of my daily routine is like listening to that every day. And so I was like, oh, if he can do that for Celtics, maybe I'll reach out. I'll do some digging and see if I can get in touch with them to see if they'd be interested in having a Locked On Boston College because they didn't have one.
yeah,
And I made a pitch, and I was like, I've got a following. I've got a pretty good social media following. I think I can get this off the ground. And we're now on year 3, almost into year 4, and 900 episodes later, it's still rolling.
pretty cool. And you said with the pitch, you had a good following. Have you done any other content prior to that, or is this from your graduation of college?
Yeah, I've been involved in writing. It's always been like a passion of mine. It's not my main job. I do other jobs outside of this.
Okay,
But it's like my free time thing. And my wife always looks at me like I have 5 heads, but I wrote for SB Nation, for BC Interruption for a while, for a while, 5, 6 years, I think. And then I ended up at what's called Fan Nation, and wrote for BC Bulletin for a while. And then I started doing I started like playing around with podcasts there, and I had one, but it was never like consistent. And it wasn't
Okay.
like, it wasn't, I was doing it just for fun. It wasn't like doing any, like, wasn't making any money off it or anything. And
Yeah.
then I decided to reach out and to do this and like really push forward with it. So that's what Locked On BC came in.
All right. Pretty cool. Um. So how did it get started into following Boston College? Is it just that you went to Boston College or from Massachusetts,
Yeah.
or how? Okay.
So yeah, it's a great question. So grew up on the North Shore, and my dad was always into BC. He followed around the time Doug Flutie was around. So the big, when BC was really good, and they didn't have the games at Alumni Stadium because it was so packed. They had to have it where the Patriots play. So he
Oh,
got
this is
me,
for football. Okay.
yeah, for football. Yeah, excuse me. So he got into it for
Okay.
football, and used to take me to games. And then my future wife went there, so I was always at games with her when we were dating. So I started really like digging it there, and getting into football and basketball. And then when I got to BC, like as a student, that's what like really did it for me. Like I got season tickets to, and I was there like when BC was good again, like Matt Ryan's years in football, and like Jared Dudley and Craig Smith years in basketball when they were a top 25 team, and hockey was winning national championships. So
Mm,
athletics when I was there was a big deal. And so that's when I really got into it. And then once I left BC, once I graduated, I worked at BC. I got married at BC. I've had season
wow.
tickets, had season, like everything in my life goes, like my kids. I got two kids. I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. My little baby 2-year-old sleeps with the Baldwin Eagle, and my son is obsessed with Thomas Castellanos and Quentin Post. Like he wants a Thomas Castellanos jersey because it's all he hears me talking about is BC around the house. So it's always been something. It's a big piece of our life, and so to cover it has
Yeah.
always been a cool thing.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I did watch. I mean, I just got ESPN Plus. This uh, last month. So
Yep.
what I might do this upcoming football season is I'll try to get more games than usual because I try to watch, on my TV, but they don't get all the games on
Right.
cable.
Right. Yep.
So it's same for basketball as well. But um, so that's pretty cool that Boston College has been a big part of your life. And as for me, I don't really have a favorite, you know, team, but I was proud to see UConn win last year in basketball. That was awesome. Um, but any team from New England, I'm good to follow
Oh,
basically.
absolutely. Yep.
Um, so let's get into those two big sports that you follow, basketball and football that you cover.
Yep.
Let's get into football. How did you think the team did this past season?
So it was an interesting year for BC football. I mean, going into this year, I looked at the schedule, who they were playing, and the way like they avoided Clemson, they avoided some of the better teams in the conference. And I was like, oh, this team is going to be set to like win 8 games, and like finally BC can take that like step forward. They didn't. Jeff Halfley, who I've had on my podcast, like he struggled this year as a head coach. I don't think he did a great job, and the beginning of the season was teetering on the brink of disaster. You started the season losing to Northern Illinois, not a good team. You should have lost to Holy Cross. They barely escaped that one. They blew a game against Florida State. They got smoked by Louisville. Then they all of a sudden go on this like miracle 5-game winning streak where they just start pulling
I
off
think
wins.
I think I remembered that actually.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
called it
were like,
the path to the ACC championship they were looking at. And then it just fell off a cliff at the end of the year again. But then they ended with the win in the bowl game. But I mean,
yep,
honestly,
they did at
um,
Fenway.
yep, at Fenway. I looked at the season. It was weird. It's just a weird year because someone who covered the team. I've been to practices. I go to press conferences. The thought going into like just leaving summer practice was that this guy Emmett Moorhead was going to be the starter. He lasts one series and Jeff Halfley pulls him and brings in Thomas Castellanos, which ended up being okay, but it was just very weird.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the end of the day, Jeff Halfley quitting and going to the Packers was the best thing that BC could have got. I loved Jeff Halfley. I thought he was a great guy to talk to. He was so nice, and a good person deep down. I just think he wasn't the right fit for this program, and BC got out of it easily without even
Yeah.
having to pay him for it, which is good.
All right. Now let's get in. Well, actually, before I get to basketball,
Yep.
was there a little bit too early predictions for this upcoming season? Do you think they were a little bit better, or was there a quarterback situation going into that season, this upcoming season?
Do I think they're going to be better than last year?
Yeah.
So it's a tough one because there's a couple factors, right? So they get most of their team back, so that's good. Thomas Castellanos is back. They've got a bunch of good players in the transfer portal, so they should be able to fit in some more talent that they need. They play a tougher schedule, though. They play a real tough schedule. They play Missouri, who's going to have the best wide receiver in the country. I don't know how BC's going to stop him. They got Florida State, they get Michigan State, and they get who is that other team? Western Kentucky, who is I mean not the best team in the world, but better than some of the teams they played this year. So will they be better? I'm guessing they'll probably have a similar record. 6-6 would be a nice year,
Yeah.
given who they have to play against. I think that I don't see them taking a huge step forward this year, but I think the battling with a tougher schedule should make people feel better.
If anything, hopefully at least a 500 record, you know.
Yep.
But in the playoffs of football, college football, it's so confusing to me. And in the championship game, both teams perfect games, and I'm just like I've seen all these exposition bowl games, and I'm just like, what the crud is this? But you know,
Yep.
if you're an expert, then you'll get it. But,
Yep.
I don't know. Let's get into basketball. I'm not quite sure. I can't really find the record right now. Can you remind me what the record is right now for?
They're I think one game over 500. I don't know the exact schedule in front of me. I know they have their 6-12 in ACC play.
Yeah, let me show you exactly what you guys have right now. So that's your current schedule as we're filming this on March 3rd.
Yep.
You have the Miami That's funny, the Miami Hurricanes. I just interviewed Alex Darno on the previous Chilling3000 episode before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta send it. I gotta send you an episode to that one. And then Louisville on March 9th. So that's the current schedule. I'm not quite sure what the playoffs are like for them. I think they're not going to go to the playoffs. If that am I correct or not? No.
Yeah, you're correct. They're not making that.
Yeah.
Their season's going to end after the ACC tournament.
Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but like I said, I mean, this was. I looked at some of the games. I mean, with the games they won, they looked pretty good. But then again, unfortunately, with the losses that got them, and I would say though, one of the players that caught my eye on the Boston College basketball team is Mason Mason
Matson.
Matson. Yes, he is. He's an incredible player. What I've been from watching. He's got that 3-pointer skill that is just crazy to watch, and he has a great personality. He has a YouTube page with over 550 subscribers, and I hope that you can have him on your podcast someday. That'll be interesting. But
I actually have had him on my podcast. I had him.
Oh wow!
I had Mason on last year.
I gotta check that out. But
yeah.
So what's his contract, Greg? Like, is this his second, third year, or first? What is his situation?
For Mason Matson?
Yeah.
This is his second year with Boston College. He has one more year left with the Eagles, and he's made comments. I don't think he'll be back next year. I think he might enter the transfer portal.
Transfer portal. So basically a trade. Okay. like to another college.
Yeah, so he would go
Okay.
to basically another school, and um,
Uh,
yeah,
so we'll see that how that affects Boston College, but I'm sure they can manage it. You know, if they can actually get
yep,
better,
yeah.
maybe
I don't.
new players. I don't know. If they do that, then I think they can have a chance
Yeah,
to bounce back. So, um, we'll see what happens for next year. Of course, with their below 500 record, they're not going to playoffs. But um, well, speaking of the playoffs, March Madness, as we're recording this, is right around the corner next week, where all the colleges go to spring break. Um, what? Oh, I'm sorry, today's March 5th, not 3rd. Um, what do you think? Is there a repeat in UConn that you can picture seeing at the end of March Madness, or is there to be a different team that will be winning it all? What are your predictions?
yeah. I mean, UConn's the favorite right now, right? Like they're the
Yeah,
best team in the country. They're playing very well, and Hurley's got them going pretty strongly. It's gonna be. I think unless there's there could always be a team that comes out of nowhere. But
yeah.
right now, the two best teams are going to be UConn and Houston. And
Hmm.
I'm not sure who's going to win it, but um, that's the fun of March Madness is that anyone can win.
Anyone? Yep.
Yeah, in any game, and every game can be crazy, and that's the best part of this part of the season. You can just turn on any game, and you could see a fun, exciting ending.
Oh yeah, and it's on every night for 2 weeks, I believe, 2.5 weeks. Well, actually, no, it's in until early April, right?
Yep,
So, for so about a good month, you'll be seeing fun college basketball action, which is pretty much the time where everybody watches college basketball. I mean, yes,
yep,
there's MLB baseball starting, but for actual college basketball fans who are you know, casual fans of college basketball, that's where everybody watches it, and this is where sports get the most attention this time of year. Although with October,
yep,
where everything starts back up, the postseason, it's one of those times of years, and
yep.
I'm looking forward to March Madness to see what they can bring, and hopefully, we can see some fun action in there. Um, So, speaking of, what is your number one favorite? Is it basketball or football, or is it a tie with them?
Oh, for me, with sports that I like, oh, football, totally. I'm a football guy.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
And honestly, I have a writer that covers basketball for me because I like watching
okay.
it, but he likes it more. So I
Oh,
do the,
okay.
I do the football stuff, recruiting, talking about high school kids coming in, and that's my jam.
Okay. So you're on Boston College. You're more doing the football stuff, and you have someone
Yep,
that helps you with basketball. But you
yep,
know,
yep. I
that's
have I have writers for baseball, basketball. I have someone who helps me with football, and then I have someone for hockey. So
okay.
I've got a whole team of writers.
Yeah, baseball, college baseball is starting. Since uh, mid February.
Yep,
We'll see. I mean, Boston College first game was on MLB Network, and they won that one.
yep.
So we'll see what they can do this season. I'm not really familiar that much, but like I said, we'll see what how Boston College does this year. They're on a one game winning streak right now. They are. Let me see. Overall, 7-3. Home. I guess they haven't played a game out home. I don't know.
No, they had one game that was canceled. They were supposed to play in Brighton.
Oh, okay. But they're away 5-2,
Yep.
and that's how. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Now, let me get to some other questions here. As for your podcast, um, so when you now of course you've been following Ballers to College for a long time, but
Yep.
how did you get started on getting to know the new players? Because all the players graduate, you
Yep.
know, every 4 year, 3 to 4 years. How do you get
hmm
the how do you get to know the new players that you never seen play before?
That's a great question, David. So yeah, and funny with the way college football is now, it they rotate in a lot faster with transferring. So they go to other schools. Players decide a lot of times, like 12 players out of 80 will leave every year, just
Yes.
in the transfer portal, and then others will graduate. So as I said, I cover a lot in recruiting. So that means the kids in high school, when they decide to go to BC, I'm usually the first guy that talks to them. Like, so there was a kid that decided he wanted to go to BC earlier this week, and I reached out and talked to
Oh,
him and talked to his coach and got to know him a little bit that way. And then you get to know them. Um, watching film. I have a guy that covers film. He watch, if they're guys from other teams, they'll watch the film and kind of talk about what that is. I get to go to some practices. I get to learn a little bit about that. And,
okay.
from press conferences, you ask the coach, like, who's standing out, what players are looking up, things like that. And the fun thing now with college football is about 10 years ago, you couldn't reach out to kids and talk to them. You had to
Mm,
go through the school. The school kind of were they would BC would be able to say no, yes, and like limit who you could talk to. But now the rules in college football have changed so that you can talk to any kid. You can talk to anybody, like as a media member, and that makes it a lot easier to get to know. Like as I said, like I had Mason Madsen on, Christian Mahogany, who's going to be drafted in the NFL draft in a week. I talked to him on
nice.
Twitter Space like 2 months ago, or not even 2 months, a month and a half ago. He just jumped in and was chatting with me and my co-writer, and that kind of stuff never could happen before. So that kind of stuff helps you learn the players faster, and you just do a lot of reading and research. That's usually the other thing that helps. Read what other people have written and hear what other people have said, and that can help too.
What websites do you use to basically do your research for that?
So for a new person, so it depends. So if it's a transfer, for instance, there's a guy coming in, Jerron Bradley. He's a wide receiver. He's 6'5". He's huge. Coming in
Oh,
from Texas Tech, school down in
okay.
Texas. So you find, 247, the sites I work with, they're a network of sites. They have a Texas Tech site. So I can go to his page and read all the stuff written about him. I love
Hmm,
doing that. And you can go to, there's ESPN articles. You just Google his name and you can find all sorts of stuff. YouTube has good stuff too. My
oh yeah.
co-football writer who's big into film, he'll do that. He'll go to YouTube and put in the guy's name and find his film and then be like, oh, this guy, he's explosive off the line or he's got great hands and find out stuff like that. So it's all out there. That's the great part of the new age is that information that you want, you can find it anywhere. You just got to look for it.
All right, pretty cool.
Yep.
Um, did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I played baseball in high school. And
Oh well.
then I played a little golf, but I never made the team. I always got cut. And then
Eh,
since college, I was a distance runner for a while. Did a couple marathons, and I ski. So marathons been like the more recent thing. I've done a couple of those, and
okay.
training and getting myself in shape for that kind of stuff.
All right. Do you have now? You're mostly watching college basketball and football, but do you follow a particular major league sport?
Major League, oh yeah, all Boston sports. I gotta say, I used to be
Okay.
my sport growing up in high school was baseball, so I was a diehard baseball Red Sox fan for ages. That was like my thing, and all my family would always get me Red Sox gear. And then they won all those championships, and I just got like I don't know what it was about it. I just stopped following as much as
Yeah.
I used to. So I'm Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics are probably my top three. But you know what? My guilty pleasure is I love going to the Worcester Red Sox. I go to there a lot because I
Mm,
live near there.
oh
Where I
yeah.
take my kids there. I have a lot of fun going to like minor league baseball games.
Oh yeah. I've been there a lot as well.
Yep,
Like, and I got to meet a lot of throwback players as well.
yep,
They do on Thursday, so I am is I'm and also the first no hitter at Blue Sox history.
yep.
I was there.
Oh, nice.
Yep, I was there
That's
at
very
the
cool.
first no hitter back in 2022. So that was very awesome to see there. So,
That's cool.
Michael Waka started that one.
I was gonna say I knew it was
Uh,
a Red Sox player that was starting. I forgot which
yeah,
one it was. Yep,
yeah, it was Michael Waka who I actually what team is he on now?
Royals, I
Oh yeah,
think.
the Royals. That's
Yep,
right. Their off season has been crazy, but yeah, it's I mean that's the one way to get a winning record team is to get pitching and
yep,
some hitters in the lineup. I mean, I'm not quite sure why is sports business like it takes like a month to say, oh, we complete our off season. We
yep,
got what we wanted.
yep,
And there's teams like the Oakland A's who've done crap and
yep.
absolutely nothing. Why do you think that is for certain teams that say, "Oh, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna get all the players we need for the season to have, to go to the postseason, win a World Series."
Yeah,
Like the Rangers this past year, remember they won it all.
yep,
They tried to get to Guam, even though that didn't work out. But they actually got pitching to help
yeah.
Seager and Simeon. Like, why do you think certain teams go for it? It's so easy for them, like the billion-dollar Dodgers, but not other teams.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like again, like I said, I grew up watching the Red Sox, and I
Yeah.
was a big fan when they were the team spending all that money, right? They'd go out and buy Manny
Yes.
Ramirez, and they'd buy Pedro and all those guys, right? And now all of a sudden I'm watching, and I'm not the best Red Sox fan anymore. I couldn't even name half the players on the team, but I do follow the offseason, and I know what you guys are saying, right? Like they did nothing. And you got
Mhm.
teams like the Dodgers who went out got Otani, and they got that guy from Japan to bring on with Mookie Betts and all those other guys they got. Like they're stacked. So to me, it strikes me as like the Red Sox and some of those other teams are just they got owners that don't want to spend money. And it's a shame for the Red Sox. Like money makes money,
Yeah.
right? Like you put a good product on the field, people are gonna pay to watch it. And
Yeah.
now you don't you did nothing. There's no buzz around the team,
Yeah.
and you kind of shot yourself in the foot. So I think it's being frugal and cheap. I think that's all it is.
Yeah. Like, and also, what you call it? Like, um, if you remember, like back in 2013, they had some similar off seasons where they didn't do much and they ended up winning all. So it's
Yep.
like I don't know, like is there like certain? I mean, I know the Red Sox just got Greg Briscoe as the GM. I mean, I guess that's part of the reason why they had the off season as it is. But I mean, the Dodgers just went for it like nobody's business. Like
Yep.
I just don't know why certain teams just don't do anything or go all in. No, it's
Yep.
weird.
Yep.
I don't get the business. And the Red Sox used to be one of those teams, like I said, with Manny, uh, Pedro, uh, those guys,
Yep.
like Poppy. But it's confusing. But I just hope that I just hope that maybe one day the MLB commissioner might do a change where certain teams have certain salaries, or maybe just have one day where all teams get those players they need, or actually no, not a day, a week to because it was a boring off season. They should have a week to do everything they need so
Yep.
to get ready for the season. Because what Scott Boras is doing right now, you guys see
Right.
more.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so what materials do you use for your podcast?
What do
Like
you,
for
what do you,
microphone. I'm sorry for microphones or
Oh,
computers. Yeah.
so I have good question on my microphone. I am using right now. I'm pulling it up because I don't have it in front of me. My Scarlett Solo. Uh,
Hmm.
it's the headset one. I had a boom mic before, but it
Okay.
took up too much space, so I got rid of that. Um, and I use my MacBook and StreamYard just like you're using, and that's how I record. And I love this one because I can like my system right now. If I travel, because I do travel quite a bit, I can
Okay.
carry it with me, and it's easy to kind of just throw in a bag and go with it.
Okay. Um. let me see. Uh, my next question is, um, do you have a routine of guests from another team every week? Every week, or is it just for special occasions?
So yeah, it's mostly special occasions. During football season, I do have other team. So Locked On has a bunch of Locked On ACC hosts. So
Okay.
there's a Locked On Seminoles, there's a Locked On Tar Heels, and so every week during the football season, I'll have one on. I've honestly found basketball doesn't get me the amount of traffic and people watching than football does. So I don't really focus on basketball as much as I do on football. Football people will listen to no matter what I talk about. I could say the same thing every day
Yeah.
for a week and they'd still listen. So I do that. And then it's like other guests I've had on, different players, recruits, coaches. I had Halfley on. And then I have my co-writer Mitch is on every week to talk football. I've got this guy Beacon Street Ball. If you ever follow him on Twitter, he's my basketball guy. And I've had BC Hockey Blogger who covers hockey. He comes on to talk hockey every now and then. I don't have him on that often though, but those are kind of my
Okay.
go-tos. I've had other people on as well though. Like I've had different people at BC that's not on the field or coaches. I've had it can always rotate. I can always find different people to come on. I sometimes I like to hear myself talk though.
Yeah. Has the organization BC ever reached out to you to say like, are they proud of this work that you do every single day for them, for their fans? Have they ever reached out to you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good and bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, I hear about it all the time. I mean, so I I'll be honest that you know uh, I'm one of the louder voices about Boston College and BC. Like Halfley knows me. Jeff Halfley would text me every now and then, but they listen. Um, I can tell you,
Okay.
previous BC coaches, Steve Adazio, hated my guts. Um, I don't know how Bill O'Brien, the new coach, is going to feel, but they have, and some of them do like it though too. So I've heard, there's different people at BC, the school itself that are like, yeah, what you do is super valuable. It helps us get our word out. People listen to you, and it does bring attention to our school. So it's not always bad. I do get good stuff too. So yeah,
Okay.
I do hear it.
And if it's your passion, still go for it, and and it may not be. I mean, it's called opinion. I mean, opinions are.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to sound one here, but it's like if you have an opinion about something, then that's your point of view,
Hmm.
of guys of of the team. Um, but um, do you have any goals for this podcast in your future that you want to achieve?
Do I have any goals? That's a good question. I don't think so. I mean, I like just want to continue to get it to grow. I
Okay.
love to see my metrics. Like, so I always look at my numbers, like who's like, how many people are listening? Is this a popular episode? Or more people listening than last year? And so my goals for myself is to just continue to increase that. Right. Like I look at like some of these other schools. Like my boss he's the host of Locked On Auburn, and Auburn is a SEC school that has a ton of listeners, a ton, because college football down there is so big. I don't think I'll ever get to that level,
And we're
but
not talking. Excuse me, but we're not talking about the Auburn in Massachusetts, by the
no,
way.
no, 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 no. Um, it's Auburn in Alabama.
Yeah.
So they have a ton of fans down there. And I just want to get more like when BC gets bigger and they start to win, hopefully under the new head coach, that this will help, get more fans to the podcast, to get more opportunities. And I think that's kind of my goal is just to continue to have it grow.
Oh yeah, and it's all about doing more promotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about it's history, and you know, it's all about their fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to you know, follow more. And get to know the players, the coaches more. And speaking of one of the coaches, let me what is what's his what's the coach's name for football?
Bill O'Brien.
Oh no, that's the oh wait, he's actually the coach. I thought it was the offensive coordinator.
No, Bill O'Brien's the head coach. He was
Oh
hired.
wow.
Yep, and then Will Lawing is the offensive coordinator. They're both from the Patriots.
Oh nice.
Yep.
I thought it was the offensive coordinator. I thought it was the
Yeah, no, he
uh
was the Patriots offensive coordinator last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, and we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, I don't think it was his fault though.
Mac Jones. Yep, it was his fault. Anyway, so do you have anything else they want to promote? Any special things coming up on the podcast in the future? Or
Yeah, I mean spring football starting for Boston College next Monday. So that's when they practice. They have special spring practices to get ready for the upcoming season and a spring football game in April, which I think a lot of folks should go check out. I'll be talking all about all those practices and all the changes and recruiting and everything that you want to learn about. If you want to get the details about BC, come check it out. I'm on my podcast, Locked On BC, and follow me on Twitter at AJBlack247. I'm on Instagram. And thank you, David, for having me on.
you're welcome, and that'll be it for the interview. All right, here we are, and Danny, you can come back on now. Jordan actually has his camera on. Good job. Good lessons. Anyway,
My camera's still on.
Yes.
you just started on. Yeah. hmm So, how's everybody's day here today?
Going good until you showed up.
Oh, Danny?
I wouldn't go that far, but I don't know if I was talking to him.
He was talking about you, David.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to make a trick move there because you're getting mentioned by name. So, yeah.
Well,
But,
then again, there is no need for name dropping, y'all.
oh.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. That's not the point, Danny.
Yes, good times. But what I was trying to tell you, Danny, in the private chat. So, Blue in the live chat at the beginning of the interaction, I was just saying, hello there to Blue, not Blue's Clues, and then I said, make you do anything that we want to do. Just make sure you don't steal anything from the archives.
I must have been AFK when you said that. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. Joe doesn't know about the archives part, but we'll tell him the story once we go out the air. Because it's a
I
good
don't know
story.
if I'll be here for too long because I'll be preparing for R&R because, you know, Brandon, he's already, probably doing some, announcing duties, obviously. But I don't know if he'll be back in time before, like once we do the intro and all that other stuff. So.
Oh yes. Which I did saw the I was first witness with the updated intro Leon did to the Ranking Raves, which was pretty good at adding to the intro to make it a little bit longer. Which, funny enough, the other day before that, I was just like, how come you haven't done anything with Alex Paris' announcing? Because I thought that was, I just thought it'll be a suggestion.
Well, the thing
for
is,
the intro. But
we wanted to get a new intro, but we wanted to get it done like sometime after WrestleMania 40. And it felt like a good thing at the time, but even after WrestleMania 40 had come and gone, Leon, he was still busy at the moment with what he's doing in film school, which again, no rush towards Leon, and he actually was able to get the job done, and that's all that matters.
Yep. So, Danny, let's get to some news that has happened recently that you want to
Yes.
talk
Well,
about.
buck up, you game show fans, because two pieces of news dropped in the last week. One is our beloved Hollywood Squares is set to come back on CBS in January of 2025. A host has not been announced yet, but the center square will be the wonderful Drew Barrymore. And for those that don't know, Drew Barrymore is a woman.
I already knew she was a woman.
Okay. So this is the first revival in about over 20 years. Now it's been revived in several forms. They did hip hop squares 2 times, and both of them weren't very good. And then in 2019 they did Nashville squares with Bob Saget, which I would call even it's less than unwatchable. It's horrible. It's because yes. On Nashville squares it was pretty much 15 minutes of chit chat and 5 minutes of gameplay, and it aired on CMT for about 2 months in late 2019. So don't feel bad if you never
Right.
saw it. Unfortunately, I had to watch the first 2 episodes, and I have them on one of these tapes down here. And whenever someone
VHS
asks,
tapes.
yes, and whenever people ask me, and whenever people
Hang on a second. Piss off, William. Anyway, continue.
and whenever people ask me for those episodes, I'm like, "Are you sure you want to watch this shit?"
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch that person, so yes, for the best, I guess. But yes, Danny here used VHS tapes for those who are new to the channel
Not
until
anymore.
this
Not
year.
anymore. I record shows to DVD.
Yep, and flash drive, right? Didn't you test
Oh, yeah.
a flash drive?
Yeah.
Wait. You went from VHS to now DVD?
To record stuff on, yeah.
You're really moving up in the world.
I know, huh?
Now, if only you can get things done on Blu-ray.
I actually
And
do
also-
have a Blu-ray that someone sent me years ago, but I never figured out how to play it.
You don't know how to play a Blu-ray DVD player?
None of my DVD players support it.
I haven't used it. I haven't bought a Blu-ray before, I think. So, yep. But and now Danny is actually trying to get the latest version of Windows. So Windows
I
11.
already got it.
Oh, you set it. You set that up and everything.
Oh yeah, I just got to move everything over.
Oh well. But
it's a good thing I learned how to use Handbrake on it, which is an app to take videos from DVDs and digitize them in the computer fast and efficiently. So.
Yep. So don't you have a computer like for writing rainbows? I know you use your phone, but I meant.
I do have my laptop, my Acer. I mean, I've been using it kind of, frequently, only when I'm playing my ROMs off an emulator that I use for N64.
Oh, okay.
But in fact, that's what I'm going to be using, to, host the Mario Party Mania tournament for the first 3 games, because I'm going to be trying to, cover every Mario Party game from each console, from the N64, the GameCube, the Wii, Wii U, and Switch. So that way I can, host not just, tournaments, but, we'll have champions as well. And yet I think you're also in there, David. I think you were, you selected Mario, I believe, or then again, I made you Mario because I think I wanted to be funny, but then you wanted it anyway. So I was like, okay.
I just tried to send it.
Mario.
I just tried to send it again. I just got your message for some.
Did you send it to him? Did you send it to him?
Hey Danny, shut up before I shove something up your boo 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 butthole.
Yeah, I just sent the link, the streamer link for some reason.
I thought you sent it to him via carrier pigeon.
I just told you in the private chat that no universal links at the side of the link you're trying to share.
Let me see if that's. Wait. Oh. Let me add him back in.
Wait a second.
There he is. Now he's.
Praise his light. Praise his light. All hail David, the master, the ruler of the world. Hello, David.
Hello there, Charlie.
Holy crap! I forgot. I forgot I was connected.
I can't see. I can't. This is what sucks being on the phone. Everybody's frozen. But can everybody see me?
I'm trying to think.
Now Eric's think for a moment, Charlie. He's going through a moment.
Can you see my hand moving?
Oh my!
I just came in, Eric.
So have I. I'm trying to think because David sent me the link. It was on my phone, but it wasn't on the messenger on my PC. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So, and I realized I'm still connected to the Chilling3000 to his network because I did popcorn pineapple and popcorn dugout group. Oh my God!
Eric,
Oh, hold on. Let me
Oh man. That's the problem.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the popcorn panel. It's
oh,
first.
yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, I just saw Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, which was really good. So yeah, it could be popcorn panel. Wait, can you all see my hand like moving around?
You're
Barely,
frozen right now.
yeah.
Now you're moving.
Now
He's
you're
moving
smooth.
fine.
Okay, because y'all are frozen on my end.
You're bouncing back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it.
Anyway, let's have Danny continue the news here of as for games or wise.
Yes, that's the first piece of news is Hollywood Squares will be coming back to CBS in January. But the second piece of news, which dropped literally this morning, I'm going to show this picture right now.
I won't
I
be able
saw
to see
that.
it most likely.
I saw that. I
Yes.
saw that. I was like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Michael Larson's run on Press Your Luck, they will be making a drama movie about his time on that show. That's pretty much all we know. They haven't dropped a trailer. All they dropped is that one picture.
Yeah, I think Paul. It was according to reports that Paul Walter Hauser, I believe, is going to play him.
Yes.
What the hell's
Yes.
And the guy's wrestling too. Unbelievable.
Yes, he is. Didn't he wrestle Matt Cardona, or was he going to? Or I know Matt Cardona's injured.
He was involved with AEW for quite a while too.
Yeah. Oh, we don't talk about AEW because Jordan will get mad.
Oh,
I don't care.
I talk about pro wrestling. AEW was pro wrestling. I talk about, speaking of which, my report on NXT this past Tuesday, 110 views. And it's never gotten that many.
Wow.
My wrestling reports never gotten 100 views over it before. And NXT,
That's pretty good.
no, that's pretty good.
Hey Jordan, what? Guess what I had before I went to go see the movie?
What'd you do?
Oh, I ate Taco Bell. I ate cheesy gordita crunch. I had free.
I love cheesy gordita crunches. They're good.
Yes, especially when they're free. I ordered from the app, so I got. There we go.
Yo quiero
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
His favorite.
Kiosk nowadays, because the kiosk is the best thing ever for Taco Bell.
Oh yeah. The kiosk and ordering online. My former coworker, I was working at AMC. That they got me hooked on that shit. On the ordering from like McDonald's, mobile, fucking. What was the other one? Taco Bell and shit like that.
What's your favorite restaurant, Charlie?
Oh, that's a good one. I love Olive Garden. Cheddar's another good one. That's where me and Dan went on our first meeting back in 2021. I hadn't been there. I hadn't been to Cheddar's, I think, since that last time I went with Dan. The first time I went to Cheddar's since then was actually with my ex. So recently, a couple weeks ago. So that was nice. But they got rid of the nachos, which pissed me off. I keep forgetting to tell my mom about it. Because my mom, of course, so we used to always go there and get the nacho appetizer and shit like that. But yeah, I probably won't be home till about what time is it? Yeah, till about 6. I may, 6. Yeah, so I may be off tonight too, which is good. But I have to go in at 7 a.m. to handle an order, or inventory. But yeah, because I was getting a message. I'm like, oh hell, I'm not coming in right now. I want to go home and relax for a little bit. But now I get to relax for a little bit longer, which is good.
Johnny says not big fan of going. Only went once. I think I went once before, but I should go again. I should go again. Give away our free bread, I think.
They're not that bad.
I'm trying to think of other restaurants. I like Red Lobster. That's another good one. I love their cheese bread and Red Lobster.
What about Pizza Hut?
Well, Pizza's not really a restaurant. I don't consider it a restaurant. Pizza Hut's actually one of my favorite. Although there's a place here, I don't know if it's worldwide, but Urban Brick. which I did a review on my channel, my TikTok. That one's actually pretty good.
One of Gary's favorites is Pizza Hut, but that's just him. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, pizza's good. Like
Sorry,
I also
That's a good restaurant.
I also
Good
like the
dirty
wings. I also like the wings from Little Caesars. So you know. Now I don't have to. The good thing is now I don't have to use my free Whataburger. I got I got points to get some free Whataburger, but I don't have to use it right now. If I don't have to go into work, I don't have to, which is nice.
And probably Danny does to the Chilling3000 logo, but yeah, it's not cool. But
Hey Jordan, what's the update? What's the update though on the Whataburger in your area?
Haven't heard much since the first report.
Yeah, it was funny because Mason. I know Mason said they have one up there. He wasn't the biggest fan, but he liked the one down here, and all that. That's where we're going to have to go to again, and all that. Yeah, I still remember. At least there's no construction now because I remember it was me, Lennon, Nihar, and Mason.
well, I have to.
What happened?
I have to play this.
He must have got cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what
the internet
happens.
is on
Travel outside with LTE or at 5G or 4G, whatever. Wait.
Oh, Charlie's back.
God damn it, David. Oh, sorry, David. Damn it, David. You fucking kicked me out. You fucking smuck, and all that shit.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, because David, you are the master and the ruler of the world. You're like Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. So it's your fault.
That's
He
true.
probably has no idea who he is.
Yeah. He probably either he may
with the
get him.
future.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right.
David. Yeah, David is. Well, remember, David is the creator of the 7 foot.
Victor.
Yeah, David is the creator of the 7 foot penis enhancing Viagra.
Oh Jesus! Where did I just come into?
It's called Super Dave's Dick Enhancing Pills. You can get them at $19.99 at your local CVS.
Yeah.
God.
If it wasn't for David, like I said yesterday on Chilling with Jordy, if it wasn't for David, Tom wouldn't have had his 4 kids, and if it wasn't for David, I wouldn't have lost my virginity. So thank you, David.
Goodness
Hey, Jaden.
gracious.
What, Jordan?
Your name. Look at your name.
House of Cox. Oh my God.
Wait, Danny, did you do that?
No.
I
I didn't do it. I swear.
I think Jordy must have.
David, don't make me come on this. David, don't make me make a video on this channel about you.
Wait, did you do that, Victor?
No, I did not do
I
that.
think Jordy must have done it.
Yeah, David.
He
I'm
does have
gonna.
to go to my
Don't
stream
point
yard.
the finger of blame at someone who doesn't know how to handle David's stuff.
I
why say
have
you,
the
Eric?
Wait, Jordan. Are you talking about yourself?
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god.
I don't know who changed. Oh, and his internet again. Oh, wonderful. That's it, San Antonio's internet for you.
Oh my goodness! I
Oh
can't
my
believe. Like I was in terms of what I was doing last night. I was actually watching a little bit of that Knicks game. I can't believe that the Knicks
Oh.
are actually doing that good.
I meant to. Okay.
Oh, you watch basketball for once, huh?
Well, let's face it, it's my freaking team. Has it been since the Knicks have been in the postseason? How long has it been?
Before you were born, maybe? I don't know.
Well, David would know. See, that's how I know it was Jordan, because Jordan, I was booted out because of Jordan. So he controls it.
Booed out because of me.
Maybe.
As soon as I,
Always
As
playing
soon
the
as I made
blame
it
game on
insult.
everybody else, Dayton. Yeah,
as soon as I made the insult,
Ability.
as soon as I made the insult, mysteriously I was booted out.
Oh,
Well,
I may not be able to be on here for too long
Oh, sorry.
because my internet keeps messing up. I may have to wait. How long are you doing the stream till, David?
6:30 your time.
6:30 your time. Fuck, I won't be home till. I probably won't be home till around that time because.
Wait, David.
Oh.
Okay, Ben just said, David, this is why you belong in the grape lane. So what you're saying is David's
Blade. It's a grope. It doesn't say grape. It says grope.
a grope lane. Well, even okay. Well, here's the deal. Even if it was a grape lane, you know what that makes David?
oh no.
A fruit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan, well, remember, David is a fruitcake-looking white devil.
Well,
remember
yeah,
that.
that's true.
Yeah.
He just
As soon as he said that.
Oh my
got
god.
home.
Wow.
She just brought back Chinese.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing Charlie doesn't have the ability to end the stream.
Oh.
Well, then
Victor,
again,
Annie,
What?
you too.
Shut
Remember
up.
when you ended my stream before?
You be quiet.
And, oh, darn it. There we go. Anything you want to say, Charlie?
Well, yeah, probably this will be the last time I come in here. But, wait, am I in here? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
You're a burp.
All right, forgive me. Sorry for that insult. Forgive me, Massa. I won't do it again.
When Charlie's talking. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
No, that's what Jordan starts playing games on his Switch.
Hello.
it's
Hey,
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers' neighborhood.
Hey, looking sharp, man. Looking sharp.
Ah,
It's
You
a
know, you
beautiful
guys
day
are
in the neighborhood. Will you
Okay,
smile? Will you be
okay,
mine?
Wes. God dang it, Charlie. What you say?
Into the
What would you rather
south
hear,
of my
cars or
neighborhood.
Bing Bong?
They all turn back.
Cars.
Will you be mine?
Oh,
Would you
okay.
be mine?
so
Well. Even if I don't work today, I'll go to my work just so you can hear the Bing Bong, Bing Bong, Bing Bong.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful day. Wait, is Kevin Alvarez still alive? I haven't heard for many years.
He's still alive.
Oh. Kevin
Friend
Alvarez.
of ours.
Oh wow, David, you wish death on Pete. Well, you are the man of the future.
No.
He didn't wish
So-
it. Oh my god.
Well, David, you wouldn't know. You are the man of the future, so you know when everybody's going to die.
Well, since Bogard's on here,
2034, yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh, 2094? Wow, I can't believe I'm going to be alive for
I
that
said
long.
you smuck.
2024? Oh, so I'm dying this year. Oh, wow.
2034. Not 24,
Oh,
34.
Damn, that means that'll be when I'm in my 30s already. Well, I won't make it to 50, so that's okay.
He was the one up front working all the orders.
Alright, everybody. So,
Always take
right
her-
now,
her great
Danny is going to host a game of Family Feud Fast Money. So, you're in charge of that, Danny.
right?
Now wait a second. So is Brandon? You're cosplaying
language
as Mr.
barrier is
Rogers?
unique.
I'm cosplaying as a game show host.
Anyway,
Yeah,
since,
last night I checked, Mr. Rogers didn't have a microphone that he walked around with. So okay. I don't know why everyone's saying Mr. Rogers.
Well,
So,
he
since,
has a sweater and a tie and everything.
since Bogard's here, it reminds me of last night, huh?
I didn't forget.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did not
it's
forget.
Lucas's imitation of Arminga 4 crying like a crybaby pussy.
Oh, my. Anyway, there
There
goes
he
Charlie.
I'm just
Alright, Danny,
cosplaying
range.
as a game show host because I'm just wearing every single costume every week to try to every costume that I've worn at ever at MetroCon just to build up to this year's convention.
Oh, you know you're cosplaying as? Bob Eubanks during his trivia trap days, because he usually wears a sweater.
Interesting.
This is actually not a sweater. This black
right.
thing is another suit.
At the
Oh,
1 hour mark.
I don't have like an actual suit.
You know,
I'm just wearing two
Still
suits at
think
once.
close to a suit, but hey,
I kind of like the fact that
works.
when I'm singing, it reminded me of Mr. Robinson. You know, the one that freaking Eddie Murphy played in Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that was funny.
I even remixed the mixed up the words a bit. Instead when he's talking about his neighborhood, he's all like, "Oh, my neighbors were black, but they all turned white."
All right, Danny, ready for Family Feud?
Yes.
Fast
So
money.
what we
You're in
need
charge
to,
of
all we
that.
need is 2 players for fast money. Who wants to do it?
You know what? I'll try it.
All right.
I'll try it. Let's give it a shot. Test me to see what.
Jordan, you want to play with Eric since there's 2 people for fast money. So,
Look, I
right,
just
you
got
ring
hungry
team.
and I'm about to eat dinner, so I mean, like,
Oh,
you're volunteering, Victor? Okay.
No.
You just said something. It sounded like you were volunteering.
do you want to play Victor just for kicks and giggles? Family Feud.
What is it?
Family
It's the
Feud fast
bonus
money.
round of Family Feud.
Okay.
Okay. Since Eric said something first, Eric, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second. First.
second.
Excuse me.
Ah, so ladies first. Okay.
Oh, you'll be quiet.
I
Okay,
said
so
go first.
so we'll have to send Victor to the isolation booth so he doesn't hear any of the questions. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Just make sure Victor, your computer sound is off while you're backstage, and I'll let you know in private chat when we're all set. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Danny, are you ready?
Let me-
Fire away.
let me-
Fire.
Let me do the thing. Okay.
I know there's 5
20
questions. So
Yes. 20 seconds on the clock. Time starts after I finish reading the very first question. So here we go. All right, Eric. We asked 100 married women if your husband wanted to stay home and be Mr. Mom. Name something you wouldn't trust him to do correctly.
change diapers.
Okay. Name something people have trouble keeping.
Keeping their promises.
Name the age when men start losing their hair.
Around 50.
Name something that's better to do in the dark.
Sleep.
Okay. Name something you eat by the handful.
Popcorn.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Popcorn. Okay. Now, since Victor can still see the screen, I'm not going to show the board until he's in. Okay, so I'll just tell you verbally what you got. Okay, first question. We asked 100 married women if your husband wanted to stay home and be Mr. Mom. Name something you wouldn't trust him to do, right? You said change the diapers. Okay. And the survey for that was 4.
At least
Don't
I'm on the
forget the
board.
music, Danny.
The judges accepted that for care of the children. So
Care of the
that's
children.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next question was name something people have trouble keeping, and you said people keep their people have trouble keeping promises. Survey said 6. Name the age when men start losing their hair. You said 50, and the survey for that was 3.
Oh boy.
Okay, but then okay. Name something that's better to do in the dark. You said sleep, but that's the number 1 answer. And the survey said 49.
Oh, okay. At least I got one number 1 answer.
Okay. Name something people eat by the handful. You said popcorn, and the survey said 31. Okay, you got 93. That's good. That's not
93.
bad.
That's not bad.
Okay.
107.
Yeah,
Not bad. Not bad.
Count
bad.
Victor.
Not bad.
Victor, are you there? You can unmute now. Are you ready, Count Victor?
Turn your volume up back, Victor.
Yeah, Victor, you're there? I may have to message him. Unmute
I've already unmuted.
your speakers.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Damn it! Did you hear all that? Fuck on my damn TV. Fuck.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
No, I
Oh.
didn't. Sorry.
All right, fine. All right, good. Oh shit! I fucking unmuted my damn TV. Fuck.
Wait, Victor, did he mean this? I think he meant that, Victor.
Okay, Victor, I got some good news. Eric got you 93 points, so you need
That's
107
good. That's
points.
good.
You need 107 points to win the round. Okay, 25 seconds on the clock. If you duplicate any of Eric's answers, I'll tell you to try again. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. We asked 100 married women, if your husband wanted to stay home and be Mr. Mom, name something you wouldn't trust him to do correctly.
Cook.
Name something people have trouble keeping.
Their keys.
Name the age when men start losing their hair.
55.
Name something that's better to do in the dark.
Masturbate.
Name something you eat by the handful.
Turkey. No. Yeah. Fuck.
I'm sorry, judges allowed to accept that answer. Okay.
What the
Let me
hell?
clear the board here.
Oh Lord.
Okay, first question was, if your husband wanted to stay home and be Mr. Mom, name something you wouldn't trust him to do. Right? You said cook, which was the number one answer. So the survey said
All right.
44. Okay.
There you go.
Next question was, name something people have trouble keeping. You said their keys. The survey said 0. The number one answer was secrets.
Oh.
Next question was, name the age when men start losing their hair. You said 50. And the survey
I said
said
55.
55, yeah. I'm sorry,
Oh.
55 was a little too old. The number one answer was 40.
40? Oh.
Okay.
I was off by 10.
You might get it on this one, though. Name something that's better to do in the dark. You said...
Like a Steve Harvey answer.
I'm sorry.
Steve Harvey answer. That's a Louis Anderson answer.
You know,
That
if he had
too.
actually gotten more like over 50 because of that answer, I would have laughed.
You should have just said sex. That would have gotten it, but we're not going to go there.
Oh,
Last question was,
What?
name something you eat by the handful. You said masturbate. Oh, no. You said turkey. Potato chips were the number one answer.
oh shoot.
Oh shit.
But you said turkey, survey said?
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh. Well, here's some
Well, you got four zeros. At least you didn't get all 5 zeros. You got 137 points multiplied by 5. It wins a total of 685 points.
Hey. At least I didn't get any zeros on my end. That was good. I'll take that. I'll take that as a win any day.
All right, then you want to Brendan to the one with Jordan or someone else. I know Jordan's dinner eating right now, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I only wrote one set.
That's so funny.
Let me finish eating first, and then I'll play your little silly little game.
Okay.
So
That was funny, dude.
Little game, Jordan. Little game. You know. I see what you did there, emo. I see what you did. City balls,
What do you
view.
mean?
Candy balls. No, like salty balls. Yeah. Lick. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Danny, do you want Victor to have a second chance here, or versus
I don't know.
emo?
That might not be enough. Might not be enough time.
Oh, you didn't write any more questions, or
No, there's only one set.
Okay.
But it's okay. There's only 20
That's
minutes.
hilarious.
There's other things to do.
Oh, that was funny.
all right.
Hey, at least I didn't get any zeros on my end. Like I said, that's a win for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Well-
think about it. I'm gonna need to update this a bit. I'm not
Update what?
okay with like how it came out. Like maybe I need to do something a little better. Maybe I need to find another new, better, wider suit. This one's getting a little tight.
Oh,
Well, maybe you should find
I like
on
it.
Redbubble.
Maybe what?
Is there any suits on Redbubble, Danny?
Oh,
no?
Jesus.
Not yet. You can buy only T-shirts on Redbubble, but not a
Redbubble. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, actually, Danny, haven't you updated your website collection yet this month? Or was it last month?
April 28th was when I last did it.
Oh. So you haven't... So you can't show it again on here?
I remember the
Or can
last
you?
few times when I wore this at the convention, and people thought I was a singer.
Oh, really?
Emo as a sinner.
Oh, he'd be a good one.
Well, what about you being a sinner, Danny?
Oh, I can sing. I take 2 lessons. I quit. I sing.
I'll say this: before he left the channel, Jason recommended that I wear like a bald cap.
Really?
Does he want to? This is Sitting with David or Sitting with
What?
40. Oh wait, what?
What the hell is this?
He's trying to be Soundwave from Transformers.
Ugh.
Robo David.
Yep. Let me see what else I have here. Oh. I'm in a cave. I'm stuck here, guys. I need to get out of this cage. Get me out of here. Thank you. Alright. Back to normalcy here for now. So any other game show stuff, Danny, that from the news that's out there that we haven't covered, or
Did they already talk
any
about the Pressure Luck movie yet already, or?
A little bit, but you can give your opinions on it if you want, Vic.
Well, since I'm the movie guy, I feel like I should be the one being the professional around here. Pressure Luck as a movie, the guy who cheated on Pressure Luck, I think it can make for an interesting biopic. I really think so. I've noticed that Paul Walter Hauser has been cast in a lot of movies recently. He got cast in the Naked Gun reboot. He got cast in the new Fantastic Four movie. And he's very high in demand. So I'm surprised he's actually in this Pressure Luck movie, which I think is already finished. It's in post-production. It's in the editing phase now. So I'm thinking it's probably going to come out either either late this year or early next year, perhaps. Maybe they'll try and get some Oscar consideration. I'm not quite sure. Yeah.
Now I was thinking that Pressure Luck, the 6th season, is on ABC. Is going to start July 18th. So.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to be. I think it's actually going to come out. The movie is coming out maybe September, October, November. So sometime in the fall. At least that's what I think. If not, like January or February next year. I don't see. It's not like a movie that has like crazy amount of special effects you need. So.
Nihar's in it.
Hey, Nihar.
But the most interesting question is who's going to play freaking Peter Tamarkin? That's what I want to know.
Elizabeth Banks.
Oh,
stop it.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Or maybe Todd Newton. How about Todd Newton just dress up like Peter and be like, hey, let's play women.
Peter's a little smaller than Todd Newton, mind you.
Well, I just saw this. Yeah. I just saw this. Chessie messaged me right before I went live. Rich Fields is the greatest game announcer in game show history. So maybe Rich Fields should. No, I'm just kidding. Rich Fields
has Mike Richards would be done with it.
Did he really say that? Rich Fields is the best announcer in history? I don't think so. I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of? There's Gene Wood, Johnny Olsen, even Charlie O'Donnell. I don't know.
Well, that's another thing too. Roddy, who's going to play him as well? That's another thing.
True.
So I don't know too much about it. I mean, they cast a lot of people, but a lot of the roles have been kind of not disclosed yet. So, we don't know about anything that's going on here.
We'll be very interested to see who.
I wonder if
Yeah,
they're
it's
gonna
like-
depict the mania that went on in the control room when they realized what he was doing. They were like,
Probably, I would
"Ah,
consider
God
it.
damn it! I
Yeah.
told you 5 patterns wasn't enough, but it was gonna be expensive to make it all random." Ah.
Oh well, maybe Aaron Rodgers can play as Peter Martin
Maybe,
on that
or
because
They should make a movie about the guy who cheated who wants to be a millionaire with the fucking coffin.
they
should probably
did.
do
It was called Quiz in England in 2020.
Oh, they did? Oh, shit.
Well, it was more of a 3-part miniseries, but yeah, they did do that.
That's right. AMC aired it here in the States. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot that they did that already. Oof. I gotta watch that then.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually have the files if you need it, Victor.
I have my sources.
There was another one, another millionaire movie they did, the Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, Slumdog Millionaire is a phenomenal movie. David should watch that. It's a phenomenal movie. It's about the Indian version who wants to be a millionaire. It's a really great movie. It's a really, really great movie. It won Best Picture. It's really good.
Hey, it was a big movie too. So.
And plus that Slumdog Millionaire was the reason why Millionaire came back, right? Like the following year after it came out. That was the reason why Millionaire came back for like a short time.
Probably, but they did it in without the audience, of course. So
No, I'm not talking about the Jimmy Kimmel one. Didn't they bring back Regis to do the for a short time to do it, like in 2009 or something?
Oh,
he did the 10th annivery special. Yes.
Maybe that's what it was, because they were trying to capitalize on Slumdog Millionaire, because Slumdog Millionaire came out in 2008. So actually, no, it came out in 2009 in the UK. Excuse me, it came out in 2009 technically.
Heck, when the 10th anniversary came on, the first question was, which Oscar-winning film featured the line, "You have 3 lifelines, ask the audience, 50-50, and phone a friend"? And the answers were The Dark Knight, Slumdog Millionaire, Milk, or The Curious Case of Regis' Hair.
oh my! What they should change it to Jordan's hair. Imagine that. Well, welcome to
the movie Slim Dan Millionaire, where I go on the Indian version of Millionaire and win $34.
Look at that kitchen. It's time for cooking with Jordy. Cooking with Jordy. Imagine.
He's gonna be. It's gonna be the next Food Network must see.
Yes. Food Network with cooking with Jordy. That'll be awesome. There's Jordan's doing bowling with Jordy, Ryan with Jordy, whatever the heck that is, doing Jordy, and now coming soon, cooking with Jordy. Gaming with Jordy for some period of time. Maybe he has to do a new so-called live streaming with Jordy, where he does a bunch of games and game show streams. Full-time YouTuber, y'all.
Game show streams. I'm about to say that's chilling with Jordy. That's.
Well, people back then wanted to be game show full-time YouTubers, but that didn't work out as planned. So, exactly. Let me show it again for Eric. I didn't think he didn't see that.
That's from Random. That's what Jordan said on episode 24. Yeah.
24. Great episode.
Is that your final answer? Whoa!
We went. Oh yeah, you found that on that server. Yeah, I remember. Well, so we'll just have to see when exactly the cast comes out for what's it called, Professor Doug.
Yeah, and apparently they're trying to find a distributor for the movie right now. Like, they financed the movie's finished, but they're trying to find a U.S. distribution distributor. It could be a streamer, it could be a studio practically if they want to put it in a theater, I'm gonna say for the time being it might go to streaming. It seems like a streaming movie. It seems like it does to me that they're not gonna try and push it to get a theatrical release. At least that's what my guess. But yeah.
And as for sports stuff for sports fans. I only have some few here that I want to talk about. First off,
The Knicks.
well,
The Knicks are
Yeah.
beautiful.
well, hold your horses. Is only round number 2. I believe there are 4 rounds in the NBA. So, we'll just have to
Yeah,
see
I
what happens.
know.
But
It's not. Wait, so they're in the semifinals of the Eastern Conference. So they need to win
yes,
2 more games in Indiana, and then they win. So I
well,
hope they win. I'm not gonna
So
keep my hopes up because I'm not an idiot. I'm not like these fucking like people on the streets in the Yankee fans going, yeah, suck it, Indiana, suck it. There's like videos of. Let me see if I can find one of the Knicks fans going really like crazy about it. Let me see. Hold
oh
on.
my.
I'm gonna find
the
one
Celtics
from.
got Cleveland. Celtics just knocked off Miami, and so we
Let
got
me have a.
Cleveland.
Let me see. I'm gonna find a. I'm gonna find a video because my mom showed me a video about the playoff victory against not Indiana. What was the last? The 76ers. That's right. Okay. Oh
Uh,
wait, this is the one I saw. Okay, here we go. I found it on Instagram. I'm gonna show it to you. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna pause that. I'm
I'm
gonna
just glad the
show it to you
Lakers are
because
not
it's
in
funny.
the playoffs. I'm glad they've been eliminated. Thank
yeah,
God.
screw them.
No LeBron.
LeBron James can suck
Lakers,
it.
yeah, LeBron James can kiss my ass. So here we go. Here's the video right here.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
We don't need Tuesday. Fuck that Philly Tuesday. Fuck me, Bill. And fuck you, Biden. Yeah, Philly. You can feel these nuts. The niggas get you in Philly. We gon' fuck you up. I'll wipe my fucking ass with that. Fucking B. Smoke some weed.
Oh my God.
I gave this shit to your ass to China. So get ready to
Kidding.
Now let's go talk to the Italian fucking Italian. We are the New York Knicks. Suck on the New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York. If I had a sister, I'd let Jalen Brunson and the entire New York Knicks run a fucking train on her tonight.
Wow.
You better
Oh
be
my
careful.
goodness.
You
That's
better
how
be
the
careful.
Knicks
That's all I'm
fans are
saying.
acting. Oh my
Oh
god, it's
man.
fucking hilarious. They're literally acting like kids, like wiping their thing with their asses. It's just like they're acting like kids.
Kids like Jordan. Yeah, I agree.
Uh,
Be very careful. That's all I'm
But
saying.
some other sports stuff I have here. Anthony McDonald is on the 60 IL, JIL, which I'm not surprised. He always gets hurt. He says baseball is not the most important thing to him. So there goes
why are
Anthony
you
McDonald
playing
once
then?
again.
That's my question. Why are you playing?
I know, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
You're not that important to me yet. You're fucking still playing? Jesus Christ.
he was the lead. The manager decided to ask him to be the leadoff hitter, and he's still getting hurt. I mean, he's hurt all that type of time. And that's why the Angels lost Shohei Ohtani. Anyway,
That's why they're gonna be like they need the Angels now. They need the Angels in the outfield so they can cheat their way to victory.
and some other news: the NFL schedule will be released on May 15th, which it is not on a Thursday for some backgammon reason, but it's on a hump day. So, and
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention NFL Network is going in the shitter. They canceled Total Access. They literally just canceled Total Access on NFL Network. They just canceled it. And Good Morning Football, apparently their Fox is picking it up.
Oh wait, actually, Fox is picking it up.
Huh?
Fox is actually going to pick them up.
Yes, because I feel like NFL Network is dead. I feel like maybe the NFL Network is going to die and is going to be only on Fox. I think because I heard something about how NFL Media wants to merge with ESPN and get all the ESPN personalities to do the coverage of the NFL and NFL Network on ESPN. So I don't know, but I'm kind of skeptical about that because if they do that, they can't say really anything negative about the NFL. ESPN has that freedom to talk shit about them if they have to. So
I don't know what to do with Madison Network, but that's just I know. Yep.
But
And
yeah,
Danny Owen goes on the NFL. I mean, at Star Football was here. Have a good one, Danny.
yeah. So Sony Pictures Television, who produces Good Morning Football, licensed it out to Fox. It will premiere on Fox stations starting on Monday, September 2nd. After they move from Los Angeles, they're on hiatus right now because
well, actually, what you meant to say, Victor, was moved to Los Angeles from New York.
From New York, exactly. But yeah, apparently they have the exact same team working on it, like the producers. I think it's the same people who are going to anchor the show, I believe. So, yeah. So I'm thinking that in terms of like the NFL Network, I think they said it's a syndicated extension of Good Morning Football, which I'm thinking like it might be like not the entire show, but like a cut down version of it. Like sort of like how certain podcasts cut down. Like First Take has a podcast that cuts down the actual show, but in audio form, which
I see
doesn't really work out because so much of First Take is very visual. It's not verbal. It's certain things that Stephen A. or Mad Dog would do. It's like very visual.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they also upload a bunch of clips on YouTube for a reason. Because people don't have the time to watch it anymore, even though they're still there for a reason, but that's just me. So yeah, let's just see what happens with NFL Network. It looks like it's gonna die, but I guess MLB Network is now the main actual
MLB Network
sports
is
network.
owned by a major. Who's it owned by? Is it owned by Warner? I believe it's owned by fucking Zaslav. Let me have a look. Oh Jesus. NFL Network, I believe it's owned by Zaslav. They own a 16% stake in it. Zaslav. David Zaslav trying to wreck all their fucking shit.
Nihar, what do you think of Zaslav?
What do I think of what?
Zaslav. David Zaslav.
David Zaslav?
Have you heard of him?
Huh?
Have you heard of David Zaslav?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's the CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, and he's made a bunch of terrible decisions over the past year and a half. He's killing that damn company.
I mean,
unfortunately, Blue, we only have a few minutes left.
Like for example, for Cartoon Network, they cut pretty much all the damn programming. All they air is the same fucking show, Teen Titans Go, like they always freaking do. And now they put Adult Swim on at 5 o'clock. They put Adult Swim on at 5 o'clock now because apparently the Cartoon Network block has been like the target demographic has been viewed by more adults than kids. Jesus, what are these kids doing? Watching TikTok all the time? I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately. But what I'm trying to say was, unfortunately, we'll have to end this at in 2 minutes at 7:30 Eastern. So, but I promise to have you on when the time is appropriate on the next episode. Tire, dagnabbit.
What?
Why? It's me and him have the same first name.
Dare let that happen.
You have to mention Zaslav Calvert.
Don't do that. I mean, I would like to get more views, but not that way. I don't want to get. I don't want our show. I don't want the Pumpkin Path to be on Max because I think they'll try to sabotage the show and try to pretty much take away my creative control.
Hey, Tyler Calvert, go hit a whammy, will you?
What was that, Jordan? You were trying to say?
I think it does.
Economy is absolutely an absolute shit show. I'll say that.
So you think it's spending Jordan that he'll buy the network?
Yeah, because
probably,
David, your name's David. He'll probably name it. Yeah, I was gonna say that he's gonna name it David Zaslav 3000. That's what I think he was gonna rename it.
No, you're gonna put us all on Max.
Yep, all streaming platforms to get more views because we do this for the views. Oh wait, no, like some people. Anyway, so before we head off here, like I said, Blue, I'll have you on the next episode when I promise to have you on the next episode when there's time, because starting on Sunday, June 2nd, this program will be on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time because screw Sunday Night Football, screw Sunday Night Baseball, screw Sunday Night Sports
Football,
because
fucking Mike Tirico, and well, Mike Tirico isn't that bad. Chris Collinsworth, he just talks out of his ass most of the time, though.
So that's why I am moving this to 8 p.m. Eastern Sunday nights because I feel like I have more freedom to do on Sunday nights. Since I'm home here anyways, Sunday nights, especially not in the summer. Summer it might be a little bit different, but most of the time I'm here on Sunday nights, and that's why I'm gonna be doing this Sunday nights, and it won't be every single Sunday night. It'll just be, some Sunday nights in a row, or sometimes every other Sunday night, depending on how I feel, vice versa. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and all I have to say is this, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell are you doing eating fried chicken? You're 81.